welcome back to Tony's workshop. This is just a quick video, and it's just to show the finished item that I'd started off printing on the previous video on the Anycubic Mega Pro. It's turned out really well. It's took about just over 5 hours, and it's printed in the Thumb 1 copper bronze satin PLA or silk PLA. It is a filament. Most of the other silk ones that I've got, they do tend to show imperfections rather good, and on this particular print I've done this one to show that the walls and the finish are really good quality, 0.2 laterite. But unfortunately, what it does tend to do is the silk, it shows the underlying construction of the actual infill. The finish is good, it is smooth, I can assure you on that, but it does tend to do slight shading of where the infill is and where it touches the walls, and I don't print thin walls, I make sure there's a good construction there. But anyway, it is, as I say, it is a print that I highly recommend you to try out with your printers, and it's useful. It stores your SD cards and your flash disk, and also your small SD cards, your micro SD cards. So as I say, I'll just pause it and I'll take you over to the printer. Right, here we are at the printer, and this is all be removed from the print bed, but as you can see, this was printed with a brim, but I've removed the brim. Once the actual build plate had cooled down, I just picked this up and it came away. It will come off easy enough even if it's hot, but as you can see, when I was saying about the imperfections, you'll see all those. Now I think it adds to the construction, the look of the item. They are ultra smooth, there's no layer shifting, ultra smooth, 0.2 laterite, that's very good. And if you can see from, I'll try and get a good shot, is all those holes, slots, they're actually on the bottom side, they won't be, but on the top side they're all virtually 90-degree corners. I've done nothing with it. I mean, it was set on Cura for any supports it's needed, but it didn't need any. It won't put them in if it doesn't need them. That's the quality of the surface, and underneath you can just see it does a round surface there, round corners to the build plate, but it's no detriment because your actual SD cards and your flash disks all slot in from the top. So, but it's a superb print. As I say, I strictly use the printer for PLA, and I've only ever done the bed leveling twice. Once when I first got it with the auto leveling unit. It isn't auto really as such, because you connect that, you take the silicon sock off under there. When you take that off, the white end actually goes onto the nozzle, it clips on, and then the black end goes into the clips there, into the contacts. You go into the software and you tell it to do the bed leveling for the probe, and what happens is it will touch the corners, and when it touches it, if it doesn't beep, then adjust it till it beeps, and then adjust it till it goes back off, and then it's set. And you keep going around like that until the bed's level. Now I did that, printed with it, and it was absolutely fine. but then had to adjust the springs for the cabling at the back because they've actually clipped the heated bed cable to one of the springs. So I re-leveled it and I just used the old way with the paper, and I have never touched this since. It's kept level. The build plate isn't scratched. If you notice on there, there's hardly any marks on there because I look after it. There's no need to. It cools off, it comes off, and if it's hot and you want to keep it hot to put another print on, then just put the scraper gently underneath and ease it and it'll come away. But as you can see, the quality of that is very, very good. I don't think you can complain about a printer that costs you £249 and it's got a laser head with it. I'll just turn you around and then right, we're back. I'll just show you some of the items that you get with it. Now, this is advertised as coming with a laser head. Well, it does come with a laser head. No problems about that. That's it. Quite a heavy unit. 4 magnets on the back. Now, that has a little fat cooling fan on the top. I think it's 1.5, 2.5 watts. I can't remember which. I didn't purchase it because of that. It came with it. So it was good value for money. I mean, they're about £35 to buy those. I think there might be a little bit more. It just slots on the front. You unclip one stepper motor and then you plug this one in, and it's as simple as that. And then you go into the software and then you deal with the software. I've not used that side of it. I didn't purchase it for that. As I say, it's just a bonus. I will try it someday. But what I will insist on saying to you is, at all times, safety with any machinery, but especially with a laser unit, you get a supplied pair of laser goggles, anti-reflective laser glasses or goggles, whichever you want to call them. And I can't stress enough, do not use that laser unit unless you're wearing those. If that laser reflects off any shiny surface and catches you in your eye, you will lose your sight. Not temporarily, more than likely permanently, or you'll damage your eyesight. It's not worth it. Wear that all the time. The K40 I have downstairs has a protective lens on the top which is laser proof. I still wear these. I still can't stress, wear your laser goggles, and they're supplied, and along with a piece of plywood to try your engraving with. You not only get that, but for your 200 and, well, now you can get this unit for £209. You get spare heater nozzle, and the heat brake complete, and it's got a spare silicone sock on, PTF tube, and power cable. Also comes with a USB cable, and it also comes with a set of tools which includes clippers, scraper, screwdriver and 3 Allen wrenches, all for your money, and some filament to try it with. So as I say, value for money. I think you have to go a long way to beat it, but I just wish Anycubic would have included on the machine the anti-backlash screws, because that's what let this printer down. It still did a good print, don't get me wrong, but for a better print, for the cost effectiveness of those backlash screws, anti-backlash, and I think they cost me with shafts about £8 something. I haven't used the shafts that came with it, because the shafts, and there's nothing wrong with the shafts that came with Anycubic. So all I can say to Anycubic is, I've had a bad experience with them with after sale service. So as I said in the previous video, I don't know why I stick with them, but I do, because the Formax Pro is an absolute cracking printer. I've had some excellent prints off that, very few failures. If I have had a failure, it's been due to my own fault of not doing either the correct software adjustment. But Anycubic, please, anti-backlash screws, they do make a difference. At least listen to people out there for what they cost. So well, that's it, it's concluded it for me. So but what I will say is thank you for watching. Subscribe if you like my videos. I'm not a professional at this by no means, like some of the other ones, and I've said it before, what you see is what you get. Yeah, I don't always get it right. In fact, a lot of the time I don't get it right, but there we go. Please look after yourselves. It's a harsh world out there at the moment with the COVID around there, so please take care, and I hope to see you all in the future on the next video. So thank you, and bye.